Okay.
Good evening, friends from around the world. Is another episode of our football show, and we're going to be spotlighting some strikers around the world, comparing them, and then later on, we're going to be talking about the superstars forward for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. And with me this evening is Mustafa, Saeed, and Warif. You guys are welcome to the show as usual.
Okay, thank you
Thank you.
everybody. So thank you very so I follow me. How many goals does Osimhen have for Turkey now for the team Galatasaray? I think it's like 6 goals and 2 assists and eight
I
goals,
think
Six.
something
it's
like that.
seven and two
Seven
assists.
goals.
Yeah,
That's more than a goal contribution per game, which is high level. And a lot of people will say he's doing it because he's in Turkey, but from what I see, no matter what league Osimhen plays in, he's going to score a lot of goals.
of
And
course.
personally, I
Turkish
believe
league is not that easy. The
no,
way
it's not
people
easy.
think
No,
about it.
and also he scored 2 goals against Tottenham, English team.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it
Yeah.
Tottenham or Leicester? I forgot.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Against Tottenham,
Tottenham.
Europa League.
So to
Yeah,
me, I'm going to say that Osimhen is in the top 4 strikers in the world. I'm not going to say
yeah.
which order,
Sure,
but
absolutely.
Kane,
I agree with you.
Kane is Kane is there. Haaland is there. Lewandowski. After those three, and I'm not saying he's behind them. I'm saying he's at top 4. We're not saying which position he's there. Nobody can. And when I mean striker, I mean number 9, because you may have some forwards like Lukman, but Lukman is not a pure number 9 striker. So we're talking now about the people who score, who play right at number 9, can turn their back, do headers,
And
and
there's
things.
this striker in Sporting Lisbon,
What?
Victor something I can't
Yeah,
Victor
pronounce his name.
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres. Victor
Gyökeres.
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 That
Oh
guy is
yeah, that guy is
deadly. The
also
guy is
there.
good.
He's also at the same level with these guys.
Yeah.
And I think that what's
No,
his name?
he's
Victor.
not on the same level, but he's coming up. He's coming up to
So
their
I
level.
think
He's coming up to
Boniface.
the same level.
I think Boniface is at the second level with guys like Thuram and who's that
Yeah.
guy? Who's
Yeah.
Thuram's teammate?
So
Who's Thuram's teamate at
you
Milan?
can
That
put
guy
you
from
can put the
Argentina. Yeah.
yeah.
Laturo.
Lautaro Martinez.
Laturo Martinez.
Lautaro
Arturo
Yeah,
Martinez.
Martinez.
that's the
Martin.
second level. But those
Inter.
guys are good also. But I think they're
Yeah.
at level 2. But I think this guy's at level 1 now. Osimhen. What are your thoughts, Warif? Yeah.
You see, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll say because Osimhen is black or whatever. They don't know the worth of Victor Osimhen. I was checking the Turkish table today. I think they were topping Fenerbahce with almost 6 or 7 points. And but before you know it, he might win the Turkish league with him, making another record. He won it with what's it
Yeah.
called with Napoli, and if possible, he might win it
Napoli.
again with Galatasaray. You see, Victor Osimhen, to me, is a complete striker. He is a
Complete. Yeah.
complete striker. He fights for
Yeah.
the ball. But a ex-Turkish player was complaining that he has never seen a player like what's it called, like Victor Osimhen. He goes into the midfield, fights for the ball, comes back, position himself to score. And he
Yeah.
scored a goal for Nigeria in the yesterday in the Nations Cup qualifier. And you know he's a big guy. He's just because he's not in the EPL or maybe La Liga. If he goes to EPL or La Liga, I bet you Victor Osimhen will be banging the
No,
goals
but
week
they
in, week
had their
out.
chance to get him. Chelsea, Arsenal, these guys, they don't want to get him. And let me tell you, the guy is very good. Here's his only weakness. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, Afalabi. His only weakness is that, unlike Kane, he can't go deep into midfield and pass the ball. But when it comes to the forward line, he's as good as anybody. What do you
Yeah,
think, Afalabi? Yeah.
absolutely. You're right about that. One of the key attributes of Harry Kane is the fact that he can drop deep and he can set up play, he can spread play and stuff like that. Osimhen is not that kind of striker. His athleticism is one of his qualities. He can run onto true
Yeah.
balls, he's physically imposing, and he has blistering space over a short distance. And he's
Yeah.
quite decent with both legs, good with the head as well.
Yeah. And the thing about Osimhen is that even though he's not a passer or gets the ball, when he doesn't have the ball, he's still he's sort of
Contribute.
like Yamal. He's contributing. He's telling people go here. He'll also go there.
Yeah,
He'll block.
coordinating. Yeah.
He'll create, because I know screens aren't allowed in football, but he'll still do some screens where he blocks other players for his teammates and opens up for the wingers. So even though he doesn't pass the ball, and to me that if he plays long enough, he'll learn that type of game, like Lewandowski and Kane. Those guys have learned because they've gotten older, so they have to rely on playing in the midfield and directing. But to
Yeah.
me, when it comes far forward, I would even, to be honest with you, I would choose Osimhen before I choose Haaland, because Haaland is good when he's facing the ball, but Haaland doesn't fight for the
Yeah.
ball and doesn't do as much.
Yeah.
And I think
Contribute.
Osimhen has a
Yeah.
better aerial game. He has a better header than
Yeah.
Haaland. I think header is Osimhen and Lewandowski, and then
You know,
Kane and then Haaland.
Osimhen has the record. I think he beats the record to what's it called? C.
Highest, yeah.
Ronaldo. The way he lifts, yes, the highest jump. And Osimhen, he has his passion for the game is very strong. Sometimes I fear for him because the way he plays the
and
ball,
also, and it's not just jumping
everything.
because even if Osimhen doesn't jump high, he still knows how to use his body to add more force to the
Yes,
ball.
it's right.
You know, he's a header specialist. And then that bicycle kick he scored. The guy is crazy, man.
Yeah.
The only thing he needs to work on is his passing, but he's a team player, unlike Mbappe.
That's why I said
Turkish fans, they are crazy over him right now.
Yeah,
they
and also
just
he's a
love
team
him.
player. He carries their flag, and he said that even if Chelsea calls me this year, I'm going to finish with Galatasaray before I go to
Galatasaray.
He said he's going to honor his contract. What are your thoughts, Saeed?
Yeah, I think most of the stats I actually want to say, Mr. Warif and Mr. Falabi have already said it. His work rate, let me not lie to you. I think the last thing Mr. Warif said about him being fearful about his work rate. I was watching him yesterday. The way he jumps
Gets
and
himself,
as in some tackles.
His passion,
you remember that he nearly got injured in
He almost got injured, yes. In the first half.
So he doesn't have fear. He doesn't think about himself. He doesn't have fear. He doesn't think about himself.
Exactly. And
he's a very brave player. Very brave.
Yeah.
Very brave player.
Of course, he's a very brave player. Coaches will like him, but I think I would think that he shouldn't be involving himself in some tackles because
he needs to be careful because you end up like
a serious injury.
Remember Van Basten
by taking way back.
Yes,
you end up like Van Basten.
Yeah, Saeed is right. He likes to put his life on the line.
He needs to be more self. He needs to think about his career more.
Yeah, exactly. Because right now that he's at the top, let me not lie to you. If he continue the way he's performing now, next year Ballon d'Or, if he's not among the top three, then something. Then
but there's a problem with this racism. This racism in football.
Look at what he did to Vinicius now. Vinicius.
Also, I do say that I believe that Vinicius or Pedri, they both deserved it. But we have to remember this year, Vinicius is probably the best player. Vinicius, but also this other guy from Brazil is good.
Rafinha.
Rafinha. But I think this year, let's say, so we have to remember that the Ballon d'Or is based on last year. I think last year, if you gave it to Vinicius or Rafinha, okay. But this year,
I think we spoke about it. It's last year.
But if Vinicius doesn't win,
deserve it.
But if Vinicius doesn't win the Ballon d'Or next year, then there's a problem. But right now, I see Vinicius and Yamal, but I think right now we should give it to Vinicius because for the past 2 years he's been playing very well. But to be honest with you,
and he's very consistent.
This Rafinha guy is crazy. I was telling Afolabi that if Brazil had a midfielder, they can win the World Cup because they have Rafinha on the right, Vinicius on the left, but they need midfielders.
Yeah.
But I think what is happening. I think what is happening in Real Madrid right now is what is happening in Brazil too. Because if you check, they have all those young boys and quality young boys, but they have not blended together to actually become.
And Barcelona has blended because Barcelona
has in Real Madrid too.
Yeah, because Barcelona has La Masia. Exactly. Like now they have Casado, they have Yamal, they play together, and that's why Spain won the European Championships, and that's why Barcelona is good. So we're gonna finish off with Osimhen. So I'll say that right now, Osimhen might be. I'm going to say right now the best number 9 in the world is Lewandowski based on his experience and everything. Then I think it's between Osimhen, Haaland, and Kane for number 2. What do you think?
Because of the club he's playing for, we can't really say that he's the.
But let me tell you why I think Lewandowski is the best. Let me tell you why I think he's the best.
I said he's the fourth best player, fourth best striker in the world.
And here's why I say Lewandowski because Lewandowski has when Lewandowski sees the ball in the air, Lewandowski always makes the best shot based on his position.
His age.
Yeah, and he has experience. But Lewandowski has the best instincts as a striker. Wherever Lewandowski is, when he has the ball, he knows exactly what angle to take. I think Osimhen is very close, but he doesn't have the same level of experience as Lewandowski. And Lewandowski is the most flexible.
Thank you.
What I mean by flexibility.
That's the right word.
Yeah, and what I mean by flexibility, Lewandowski has the most flexible, his joints. He's able to change his angle. But Osimhen is not too far behind him. What do you think, Falabi? Yeah.
I agree with you. I've seen Lewandowski when he was in Dortmund. I've seen him when he was in Bayern Munich. But to replicate that kind of form at such an age with his experience in the Spanish league in Barcelona is phenomenal. If you look at his game against Real
Oh,
Madrid,
sorry, come a little bit closer because you're breaking
okay,
out. You're going.
if you see his game against Real
Better.
Madrid, ability to time his runs well,
Yeah, he has the best
which
timing.
Mbappe could not do. So his
Yes,
experience is
yes.
really helping that young Barcelona team. And
Same.
he can
Yeah.
score with his head, both legs, and he's still very athletic, even at that prime.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
respect him enough. To me, if you
And also,
consider
so
all
I
the
think,
factors, to
yeah.
me,
So I think
it's
Osimhen is right there with Kane. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
think maybe 2 years ago, Kane would be
Yeah.
better than Osimhen, but
Yeah.
Kane is getting old. So to me, I would say number one is. So I think Osimhen might be a little bit better than Kane because of Kane's age, but also
Yeah.
Kane.
Exactly.
But I think it's too close. It's too close to call. But to me, number one is Lewandowski. Number two is Osimhen and Kane, and then number three is Haaland. What do you think, Warif? Yeah.
You see, Osimhen, if you watch Osimhen, even by the way he walks, if you watch Osimhen walking, his steps, you see he walks like a sprinter. Somebody
He's a sprinter.
that
He's very
takes.
agile
Yes.
and fast.
So
Yeah.
he has maybe what is lacking in Osimhen right now is just for him to get a better club that can
Yeah.
showcase him more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mostly in Nigeria, maybe some parts of Africa, they don't focus on what's it called, Turkish league. But because of Osimhen right now, I
Completely.
feel myself,
Yeah.
I've started focusing on Turkish league. Let me see how he's doing. And Osimhen, like I said
Yeah.
before now, his passion, it's not just about Galatasaray. It's
Mm.
about the love he has for football. Like in Turkey, in Galatasaray, there was a goal he scored. The fans, they were cheering him to come up, and he climbed up about two went up
Warif,
there
I
to
saw
meet
it. I
the
want to
fans.
join them. Turkey, I want to
I said,
join. I'm
I said, look
Osimhen's
at this
brother.
man.
Oh. I'm
I
Osimhen's
said, look
brother.
at
Come
this
and hug me
man.
too. They
The
love
guy,
him. In Turkey,
that
in
is
Galatasaray,
They love him.
They showed up at 2
Genuinely, they love
a.m.
him.
At 2
Genuinely, they
a.m.
love
when
him.
he
Yeah.
arrived.
I have a
Much love to the
2
guy.
a.m.
I
Okay.
have a feeling they're going to give him a proper contract because a lot of the fans.
Yeah, the president said it that they will try and sign, but I don't know if
But
he might
I
want
think
to stay.
the Napoli chairman said they are not going to sell to Galatasaray. I saw the news too. Yesterday or day for yesterday. They said they're not going to sell.
Osimhen should go to a much bigger club, maybe Bayern,
Yeah.
Madrid,
Or
Man City, Arsenal,
maybe.
Chelsea.
To me, he should go to Arsenal or
Yeah.
Chelsea. He can play there for
Arsenal
6 years,
is-
6-7 years, 6-7 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Arsenal is
But
probably-
Arsenal board, they are core businessmen. They wouldn't want to sign him because of their.
I think Chelsea should take him.
financial-
Chelsea should take him.
or maybe
yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah.
If he comes to Chelsea,
I don't think
fire, you know?
I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to go to Chelsea anymore because I think Chelsea. If I were him, Chelsea messed him up this last transfer window. So if I were him,
Was it Chelsea? I don't think
Go
it was
to
Chelsea.
Newcastle. Go to Newcastle. No. Let me tell you where he should go to. He should go to Liverpool. Liverpool needs him.
Yeah, Liverpool, they have the stars, they have the players.
That's the best team.
I think
him.
they. No,
And
Liverpool,
with him
I
and
think
Salah,
Liverpool just
Salah on the
Chiesa.
right, and Salah on the
But
right.
even the-
And also Salah is getting older, so he will help Salah.
Yes.
Yeah.
hmm
Let's go, Salah. Let's go. I'm player FC. He needs to go to the best team. But one thing I can say, him playing in Turkey, it hasn't messed up his international form because
No,
he's
not at
still
all.
the
Yeah.
best striker.
He was
He's
the one
best
that
for
rescued us yesterday.
Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on.
It is
So now we're moving to
Yes, sir.
our Falcons, our beloved
Yes, sir.
Falcons. Rashida Ajibade, the third highest scorer in Spain. I think she has
Atletico.
like 5 goals, 2 assists in 6 games. She's doing very well. We have to honor her, even though she color her hair yellow or white or purple. I don't know. We have to say thank you to her.
fizzy.
She's playing very well,
Yeah,
and she's
fizzy.
also underrated. To me, she's one of the top 4 forwards in the world for females. So give us some breakdown on her play and her skills, Falabi. I know that she's supposed to be a number 7, but she also plays very well in the middle. She's almost like an attacking midfielder. She's not to me, she's not a pure forward. But what do you think of Falabi? Yeah.
You're absolutely right. She's a winger.
She's like Omo.
Yeah. She's a winger, but I've seen her play more for the Falcons in the midfield. And she reminds me of David Beckham because she has a very good slice on the ball. She can cross the ball very well. So sometimes she's used in the midfield for ball distribution. And that's one of the things where she really thrives. Very charismatic, like you rightly mentioned. She always dyes her hair. She plays for Atletico Madrid. very physical. She has the physique of a
Mm-hmm, yeah.
masculine.
Yeah.
Very physical
Mm-hmm.
and very
She,
skillful.
wait,
So,
Afalabi, she's a fine boy.
yes, so
Don't allow Trump. Don't allow Trump to hear that. Donald Trump.
I feel
Where is
like
she from? Where is she from? Is she from the Southwest or from Kwara? Or where is she from? Yeah, yeah.
I think she's
No,
from
she's from the Southwest.
Southwest. So she's
She's from
Yoruba.
the Southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ajibade, yeah, she's Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I feel
No,
I
very
love
beautiful player. What are your thoughts on her Saeed? Yeah.
Saidoku.
Yeah.
Also, she scored a goal against
From
Algeria. She helped to beat Algeria. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. No, who did she play? Was it Nigeria that played Algeria? It was the Eagles who played Algeria, right? Yeah.
Yes, Algeria.
No, but she also scored a goal in a friendly or something for them. But continue, Saeed. Sorry. Yeah.
Algeria.
yeah, some of our athletes are saying, I think the sky is the limit because she's very athletic and she has eyes on goal too, and she's shooting from outside. So I think she's going to be our next top star, like this our former what's her name in that old lady that plays in America. I think she's going to be one of our best player in the in next
We also
couple of
have that
years.
other girl, the tall girl, the Igbo girl. What's her name, Afolabi? The tall one. Yeah.
Which
Let
one
me.
is
I'll
that?
find out. Don't worry. Continue. I'll find it out. Don't
Joshua.
continue. Continue.
No,
Saeed. I'll find out her name. Yeah.
No, Ushuala. Ushuala is Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yoruba.
No, there's another girl who plays for Nigeria for the Falcons. Tall girl. She's Igbo. I think her name is Let me find out. Yeah, you guys continue. So, what are your thoughts on Rashida Ajibade? Warif. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I watched the clips, the highlights. You don't even they don't allow those whites to intimidate them. They are physical, they're strong, they know what they want. And with that, it will even help it's helping the national team. And again, I don't know if how long she has been in Atletico Madrid, because one thing about some of these players, they don't stay long. Like what's it called? Is the Yoruba girl? I've forgotten her name. She was in Barcelona.
I think this is her second season also.
Okay, in Atletico.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll find out her name. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go. You guys
So
continue.
she's doing well. She has the skill, like what's it called? Folabi said. She has the skill. She's strong. She knows what she wants, and she goes for it. So, and again, they have if they can.
So the other one is Asiat Oshoala. Yeah. That's but also
Oshoala,
the Igbo girl. The
Yoruba.
Igbo girl is Chiamaka Nadoze. She's very good. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
Chiamaka
a good
Nadoze.
keeper.
And she's in America.
Asisat Oshoala. Where's she from? I don't know. She also has
That
yellow
one
hair.
is from Western States. One of these Western states.
So the three of them are very good.
Oshuala is in the US now. She played for Barcelona women's team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So continue.
She's in the US now.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know what's her age like. The coach, they should start blending some young stars.
She's 24 years old.
24, okay. But
in Nigeria, that means you're 42.
Not just Nigeria.
You don't know what you're talking about, though. You don't know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
For the Nigerian national team, our advice they don't just depend on them, so that the national
they need to build. They need to build their midfield. Yeah. Just like the men, build the midfield. Yeah.
So that they don't suffer what Arsenal is suffering now. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end. If it's not Odegaard, Arsenal will suffer. So they need to start blending some of these younger. No Saka, no Odegaard, no Arsenal. I call Saka the oracle of Arsenal.
Yeah.
So they need to what's it called? Groom the younger players, gradually integrate them into the team, so that they can use to play with people like Ajibade. That with time they will get stronger and have the experience. Let it not just be one-way football. You must have the depth. And when you are much younger, you have the flexibility. When they are 18, 19, they are very much flexible. That's just it.
So I think, and we need to support our females, because I believe we can be at the same level as Germany and US and Brazil, because we have talent. We just need to spend money and do it. Okay, so guys, I wanted to talk about the Nigerian Miss Universe. We'll do that tomorrow at noon. Is that okay?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, sure.
Because here's the thing, you know what they say in the Bible? The stone that the builder refused shall become the head corner. South Africa said they don't
chief
want
cornerstone.
they don't want what's her name? What's her name, Afolabi?
Chichi, I think it's Chichi.
Yeah, South Africa don't want her. Her mother is South African. They don't want her because she's Nigerian. No problem. She represents Nigeria, and
We
she's going
open our arms to welcome
and
her.
she can win. She can win Miss Universe tomorrow. And the white woman for South Africa who stepped down. So South Africa will regret. They rejected their own sister. Her mother is from Mozambique and partly South African. They said we don't like Nigerians, but they like white South Africans. I don't want to get into that today, but we want to wish her luck for Miss Universe tomorrow.
Nigeria is always a threat to South
Hey,
Africa. I don't know why.
Mustafa,
And we,
Yeah,
we're
but they
not
need to move
competing with
beyond
them.
that. They need to move beyond that because
Mustafa,
during apartheid, Nigeria and Mullah Mohammed supported South Africa.
True.
So they need to stop this stuff. And also, we can compete against each other. Nigeria can compete against Nigeria, against South Africa, but we're still brothers and sisters, even though we compete against each other. It's just like Warif likes Arsenal and Afolabi likes Manchester United, but we're still brothers.
Sure.
We're still brothers.
Sure.
So thank you very much. So we'll do that show tomorrow at 12.
But if she wins,
what are you going to say, Afolabi? Yeah.
If she wins, we'll invite Lerato to the show.
Come to our show. Come. I'm going to find out her father's name. Come and support our show. So this is Global Sports representing Nigeria, representing Africa, representing the world. Okay, so any last words, Saeed, before Afolabi takes us out? Yeah.
Oh no. On the Ajibade level, I think she should just maintain momentum now. I think this is I just said now this is our fifth season in
Atletico.
in Atletico.
And she's doing well.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
All right, so Afolabi, take us out, and tomorrow we'll talk about Miss Universe at 12. Sorry, sorry, Saeed. Finish your thought. I cut in front of you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so far she has played 8 games and she scored five goals, assist 2, which is very good.
Wow.
So
yeah, to me, as long as you almost contribute 1 goal per game, contribution is very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Unless you're Messi contribute 3 goals per game. All right, guys. Thank you. So Afolabi, take us out. But tomorrow we're going to be back to talk about our lady from Nigeria who's running for Miss Universe. Thank you, Afolabi. Take us out.
Okay, so we're not just supporting the Super Eagles, we're supporting the Super Falcons as well. Today we did a profile of Rasheedat Ajibade as well as the top strikers in the world. And from me, Warif, Mustafa, and Saeed, it's goodbye for now.
Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 noon. Thank you.